Hey, my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. And it is episode 1 of Not So Berry Generation 3. We are finally back with the Not So Berry family. We have Opal here on the screen who has aged up into a gorgeous, very gorgeous teen. I would say she's about 15 or 16 years right now. And the last time we saw her was actually as a toddler with the last Let's Play episode of Generation 2 following Ruby. She's now aged up, so if you want to know a little bit more about her childhood, please watch the Machinima episode that I did. I will link it in the top right corner or in the bottom down in the description down below. But she is now a teen, and we are officially going to start her story with the challenge rules. So let's check what the challenge has in store for her. Description says, growing up, you never had a close relationship with your parents and spent the majority of your time alone in your room, obsessing over space. You just really love space. You'll do whatever it takes to get to Sixam, no matter the cost. So, as we could see from the little machinima, like she always was watching the stars. She went to the planetarium with her grandma, our Generation 1 sim. She would be going camping with her dad, also watching the stars. She was always doing things related to the stars, like sciencey things as well. So it really started to spike her interest from a young age onwards. And we could slowly see that developing in something that she potentially thinks about doing for the rest of her life. She saw like at Comic Con or GeekCon, she saw the rockets and heard stories from astronauts, and she was like, I want to do that too. So for her traits, she has to be clumsy, ambitious, and loner. Right now, she is already clumsy and a loner. And ambitious, she will get once she ages up into a young adult. Her aspiration needs to be the nerd brain. I currently have the overachiever aspiration, which is a custom content aspiration, because I feel for a teen it fits her a lot more. Then once she ages up into a young adult, we will switch to the nerd brain aspiration. And for a career, she has to be astronaut. Then for the rules, she has to master rocket science and handiness. For the story that I want to tell with her, which I do have a little bit planned out, she will also master robotics, which is not one of the skills that we will actually see in future generations. So I do think it will suit her, and you will slowly see why. She must master the astronaut career and complete the nerd brain aspiration, and I will also try to complete the overachiever aspiration. She must build a rocket ship and visit Sixam. She must enter the secret lot in Oasis Springs, which we can only do if we have max handiness. But I'll also try to see if we can enter maybe some of the other secret lots. Then she must never have any close friends or relationships other than grandparents from Generation 1 until the grandparent dies. Which, if we go into game and look at the gorgeous, gorgeous Selvadorada, she did. So her grandparents have recently passed away. She does have a great relationship with her dad right now because he's been really putting in effort in making sure that she's been feeling a lot better, that she's been dealing with her grief. He's been also arguing with her mom about going to public school as she was homeschooled. So she's been really building up that relationship with her dad. But before that, she rarely saw him. He's an archaeologist. He was a lot of Selvadorada. He's now taking her on a trip to Selvadorada to showcase what he does for work. But she never really had a close relationship. Like her mom, she still doesn't have a close relationship. Like they have amazing compatibility, but they do have a strict family dynamic. Like they don't have like such a close relationship, and I don't think that will change throughout her life. But other than that, you can see like she had a really close relationship with her grandma and a very close, a decently closer relationship with her grandfather. And all other relationships, she doesn't have much. She doesn't have much connection. She does, if you saw in the machinima, she does have a little half brother now who is fascinated with her. She's been meeting him, she's been getting to know him, and that's basically because Julian, while he will always love Ruby and has always loved Ruby, he did get remarried at some point. He actually did lose his wife, so he got remarried, they got pregnant, and in childbirth he lost his wife. So he's been raising his son on his own. And that's also why he started to want to connect more with Opal, because he wants Alvaro and Opal to have a closer relationship. He's been, because of that, slowly getting in touch with Ruby. So if you check his relationship, they're not living together, but I do have a mod that actually allows me to control him. But if you check, he now is back in a relationship with Ruby because they've been getting to see each other more often. She she contacted him a lot more. He started to contact her a lot more. They are again attracted to each other, but they're just dating exclusively. Like they're not living together, they're not engaged or anything. It's just dating. They're just testing the waters to see where it goes, but they don't want to mix the families in case it doesn't work out again. Then they do have like an issue where Alvaro has to say goodbye to a figure he might see as a mother, and they don't want to give Opal hope either that everything will stay as a family. So they're just taking it really slowly. We'll see where it goes in the future. For now, let's just start pressing gameplay. We are in Selvadorada. She is feeling a bit hungry, so we should probably just haggle and order some food. She does have a few skills already. Video gaming and cooking, she's at level 3, logic level 2. She has a little bit of a robotic skill already, and it is something that she also likes. And then she doesn't have any of the skills that she actually needs to develop, so that's good because then we can really focus on developing those. And we did get a discount, so why don't we... Ooh. What? I'm actually thinking about an arepa, because those are really nice. But I'm also checking, like, maybe we can order one of the more expensive ones so that you can learn how to make those. Actually going to order the buñuelos. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it correctly because it's been a while since I practiced my Spanish. And he ordered the empanadas de verde. So they're both gonna just enjoy a bit of food before they're gonna head into the jungle. We're basically here because Julian is on an archaeological trip. He does work for the Salvadorian Museum of History and let's see. It's not saying it, but he does work like for the Selvadorada Museum of History and Culture. His specialization is archaeology and anthropology. And we actually are here for a gig. So let's see what we can do, which is a nice payout. Our team needs assistance. You'll be rewarded with both pay and valuable field experience. I do think he is gonna go on some academic work. So the museum needs to receive a few objects. We need someone to document and write academic reports. Or we're gonna do excavation. I think we're gonna do excavation. So he is on an excavation site. There is an excavation site. They've uncovered some new stuff, and he's been sent to actually research the excavation site, do some digging, authenticate some of the artifacts, and then send them to the museum. So he has requested if Opal can get along to have like maybe some field experience to see like what his job is about. And they're really eating a thing. Did you see that they were eating a thing? That's so cute. But he's been just asking to if it was fine to have her join the expedition because she has been dealing with anger grief. Like she loved her grandparents and she's been really dealing with like the grief of losing it. Like she doesn't feel that it's fair that she lost them. Like it was of old age, but still she really does not know how to deal with it. So he wants to take her out. Like she's also been getting a little bit more rebellious. So he just wants to take her out, make sure that she's feeling fine. Like she's also whining about unfair life. He just wants to have her be out of her typical living space just to hope that the fresh air and a different location will help her come a little bit more of terms with what happened. We do also have some traits. Maybe I should go over that as well. She is a loner and clumsy as for the challenge rules. She also is for a mod that I have, which is a Dynamic Teen Life by A Deep Indigo. She's part of the Nerd Brains, so she's part of the social group in high school that values intellectual curiosity and embraces geek culture above other things. She's unpopular, so she doesn't really make friends or know how to like become friends with a lot of the popular Sims. So she will she doesn't mind that much about not be like again, she doesn't like interacting with people that much. Like she hasn't really been interacting with people a lot. Why don't Oh, you're overwhelmed with the local cuisine and you cannot eat the food? Really? Okay. It was a bit too much, so she's not able to finish the whole serving. Maybe your dad can then finish it for you. Uh yeah, she's a loner, so she doesn't mind being unpopular. And I'm quickly gonna change my headset because the battery's running low, so that you lovelies don't lose the sound. All right, we're back, and the headset has been turned on again. Then, from some of the other traits and mods that I have, she does have some weaknesses and talents. She is just like her mom, a slow learning parent. But unlike your mom, she actually struggles with charisma, which does tie in with her being clumsy, with her being a loner, not clumsy, and being unpopular. However, she is actually a natural chef, and she does have a scientific brain, so she'll have an easy time developing logic and rocket skills. From her aspiration, she also has the quick learner trait, and then she did have an happy infant and happy toddler childhood because of her grandma who took always care of her. She did inherit the always welcome trait. And then from finishing her nerdy brain aspiration as a kid, she got the clever spark, and the nerdy birdie aspiration is also a custom content aspiration by Ilkaville, I believe. It's the same creator who also does the overachiever aspiration. So she does have a few traits, and I do feel the clever spark really fits her because she will learn mental skills faster, and she can sometimes get eureka moments from time to time and have some new discussion topics. So for now, if you don't want to finish your food, let's see, how are your needs? You are lower on your hungry. You're also a bit low on your fun. Is there anything we can do at this beautiful love by Peacemaker to quickly get your fun up? You could toss a coin. Why don't you toss a coin and make a wish? Is there anything that we can buy? I wish we could buy some of the baskets and the dolls that she can bring back home with her and actually store it in her home. We have a lounge area and a dance area over here. I don't think she would be into dancing much. And now we have the bar and an arcade machine up here. Why don't you play an arcade game as well? Julian has learned how to make buñuelos. So that's great. And let's see, is there anything else we can buy before heading into the jungle, before heading onto your expedition? I don't think there is. So he's feeling confident, he's feeling happy from expressing being proud to Opal, and we have to just start working on this, which is due on Sunday. I think I put the holiday on like 2 days max. So it should be enough time. And oh, she's really bored from having a boring discussion, needs amusement. She doesn't like interacting with like the local people. She interacted with an adult and a young adult, and one of them she found interesting, and the other one she has an anti-cross on. So she's not really happy, and this actually seems so dirty. Is it me or is this machine like really dirty? But she's playing, she getting her fun up? Yes, she's getting her fun up. So we just quickly make sure that she has her fun up before heading into the jungle. In the meantime, how's your archaeology skill? Because otherwise we'll quickly boost it. Oh, it's a level 6. It's fine. So why don't you, in the meantime, quickly start looking for some collectibles? Find collectibles. Oh, there's a few things to harvest and one thing to dig. That's fine. So I'll just let him do that while she builds up her fun, and then let's head into the jungle. Alrighty, so we've arrived in jungle, and the first thing we are gonna do is have our very angry Julian clear the path with the machete. He does have like a few items, so it should be fine. And let's see for... Opal, what are you doing? You do have your telescope with you, so you could place it in the world, but where is a nice spot actually for you to place it? Let's see, because I do think like she would maybe try it out, like just to place down her telescope while her dad is making a bit of a path. Let's see, there we go. And I did make it like the gold yellow version because I do think it really suits like her color scheme. I haven't shown actually all of her outfits, but we will slowly see once she's back from the jungle. Like she has a lot of nerdy outfits, a lot of like cutesy outfits. Um, in of course all a yellow, but she's just doing a little bit of observing of the sky. I do think she would have brought her telescope with her, even though her father said like pack lightly, also pack comfortable. That's just why she has like a lot of pockets where she can keep food and those and bottles of water and those kind of things. I should have given her a backpack actually, but he would also say like pack something where you can easily go. And let's see, you don't have a high Selvadorian culture skill, so we're not going to distract the flies with a dance, but basically he notices stills in the air, there's a bed of sloths watching, and he's distracted for a moment, walking to a low-hanging branch and releasing a small bed of fiery flies. He doesn't have much to do, so he's just gonna let nature be, unfortunately, which he hopes that the sloths will be able to fight off the flies. But apparently there is one who may have gotten more than it could handle, feels a tinge of regret. No. Poor baby sloths. He doesn't like harvesting. I did try to have him harvest, but he doesn't like it. This path is closed off, so we cannot continue. Is there anything we can dig right here? I'm not seeing it, so I guess we'll just move forward. Oh, he's getting sleepy. Looking at his need, he's getting sleepy. We do have one of the excavation sites here already, so he's just going to establish an excavation site and then start excavating on this one, as we do have to do that for our job. She's still looking at the star. She's feeling very focused, which actually you're on vacation. Basically, you're on like a kind of school allowed trip. But we're gonna say that she does have to make a report on Selvadorada. So while she's focused, because we need to finish homework 3 times while focused, she is gonna do her homework. Let's see if my game wants to allow. She is gonna, let's see, prove scientific principles with rocket science and put her telescope like back in her pocket. So since she's very focused, we can tick off like a small part of our aspiration. But let's see, he's setting up the excavation site so he can start excavating, and he wants to contemplate life. Are you getting a midlife crisis? Yes, he is lacking Magnus Opus from a midlife crisis, which because of my control mod, we don't actually see. But he wants to be a little bit more creative. And why don't we start excavating this? She's just here sitting on the couch, like in her jungle outfit, really happily writing on the table. I would say normally you would write in your book, but if you want to write on the table, will do you. In the meantime, he's just going to do a little bit of excavation to see what we find out. And Julian is getting attacked by plasma bats, but luckily he does have something that will help him dodge it. Let's say Julian sees them coming and with a kick of adrenaline prepares to cash in all that time working on his body's fitness to dodge whatever they have planned. I do think we actually... Oh no, we had the plasma bat bait, so we actually didn't need to buy it for him. He is watching the stars and he wants to do party tricks instead of excavating. You need to do your job. I do know that you found like an authenticated Omiskin statue, but you need to find like at least 2 artifacts that we can actually authenticate. So please just continue digging. And she is almost done with her homework. It's 75%. So after you've put away your... Well, actually, I'm not going to have her put away her telescope because I want her to finish one of the collections. So her grandma had to finish the element collection, and she's been working like not really on her collections. She has a little bit of gardening, which is from the from Ruby. We do have two trophies that Ruby found, and then she does have. I need to find it. Looking for like the posters. Yeah, the city's posters she has, like, she just needs to find like four more and we have that collection finished. I do think while living in the city, it would fit her. Snow globes, I also think it would be fun if we can actually find those. But what I want her to finish off is like the space prints. I actually want her to get all of the space prints, maybe the microscope scope prints as well. Then I actually want her to finish the aliens and space rocks. So we will try to finish those off because that's a little bit of an additional rule. I love to finish collections for like my generation to actually have something, but she is gonna, oh, she cannot stargaze yet. I was about to say, like, if we can observe the sky or stargaze, we could get some of the prints. Maybe if we wait, do we stargaze now? No, but she's gonna observe the sky. I think it's something that she would like to do. Well, her let us just continue thinking. Actually, since we can stargaze, why don't you put your telescope in there, put it in your inventory, and help your dad excavating. Like, she can also add it to her report, like that she did an excavation. Her dad taught her some techniques. It's getting late, so I do think they will stay here overnight. But she will join her dad, like, while she's very, very tired, with just a little bit of excavating. Don't fall down, girly. Oh, she got some spiders on top, but since our girl is very prepared, thanks to her dad, she is able to get rid of those nasty spiders. She is she's a little smart cookie, like she does know what to do. But you're very close to getting to your dad, so please help him excavate while he's angry. Oh, and it's raining. Nice. They're in the jungle and it's starting to rain. She brought an umbrella. Really, girly, you're gonna excavate with your umbrella? Well, whatever floats your boat, I guess. And it is the next morning. Opal is observing the sky again. They slept in the tents, they took care of their needs. Julian made some grilled plantains and he lost his machete. Luckily, he has still three of them left, but unfortunately, he did lose his machete traveling through the next part of the jungle. He has already done the excavating tree dig piles or excavation sites from his job, so that's fine. But I do want, like, just to explore a tad bit more before we end this episode. Like, we have, this is sealed, unfortunately. This area we can clear, and these two areas we can clear. So we can actually go, I believe, to the Amiskin Baths, to like this little area, and then to the temple. I think we're gonna go to the Amiskin Baths instead of the temple because a lot of people go to the temple in playing through Jungle Adventure, and she is so adorable. Like, she is such a little cutie, like looking through her telescope, and for some reason not all of my keys are working. Like, for example, if I press Ctrl Shift C, I'm not getting the pop-up, so I have to check if my keyboard is not breaking down and I have to get a new one. But just look at her. Look at like this little cutie who is just looking so happy of being in a jungle, being out on an adventure. She's making some notes and just seeing like what she can explore. I feel like she's also using the telescope to, she's feeling very inspired. But I do feel she's also using the telescope to just like look at the areas where they're going to see if she can find a bit more. And you are still traveling through? Wow. That takes a really long time. I would have expected you to already be done traveling through. See, can I... Okay, I feel my game is a little bit glitched at the moment. Because a lot of things do not really seem to be working. He seems to be stuck. None of my... Like, I'm pressing 1, 2, 3. Like, it's not working on my keyboard. I'm not sure if I need to update some of my mods or if my keyboard is getting broken or if something else, but it is not fully working. So I do think if my game is not cooperating right now, that I will end the first episode of Generation 3 right here. Just to do a quick check, like why my game is not working, like why I cannot open the menus, if there's anything going on. So we will continue with the Selvadorada exploration in the next episode. I won't focus on it the whole episode, but we'll see like how far we can get and how long we still have left in the vacation. So we are going to end on this nice shot of Opal looking through her telescope. I do want to have like the... I was about to say, like, can I have the temple in the background? No, so we will have just this as a... This is like a nice shot of her. So I do hope you lovelies liked this episode. If you do, click the little like button down below and let me know what you are looking forward to the most in Opal's life. What do you think I have in store for her? Is there anything that you want to see? Let me know that in the comments down below. And if you're not subscribed yet and don't want to miss out on either a wholesome or chaotic video, make sure you click the little subscribe button down below as well. And I'll see you lovelies in the next one. I just wanna be